Okay, we got a couple more special guests here today. We got the Bash brothers of the Welland Jackfish, fresh off their championship run. How did that feel, boys?
Pretty good, honestly. Like last time, having a winning season was probably together again with the Twins, 2017. So pretty good.
One of your more cool baseball experiences, I'm assuming?
Yeah, we average, I think, like 1,600 people a game, which isn't that many people, but
I mean, it's good. It's good
for
atmosphere.
for indie ball. It was like a lot of like fun games going on between innings, and fans are like locked in. The whole community kind of got around the team, so
awesome.
yeah, a lot of fun.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'll get you to introduce yourself. We'll start with Steve. Where did you play in college? What position are you? And what are your goals for this season?
I played college at Sacramento State. I played third base for 4 years, mostly, and then I tore my labrum and bicep in my knee in my senior year. So I played more first base and DH and a little bit of third my last year. And then this year, hoping to get up to the frontier somehow, whether that's a spring training contract or get called up in the middle of the year.
Yeah.
And then just I can kind of build off what I did last year. I hit a couple homers last year, so just kind of try and be more consistent with my plan.
And what do you think the difference was? Because I looked at your stats earlier, and you had some nukes in college, but it seemed like you had kind of like your best year last year. What was the difference, do you think?
I think honestly just doing less. Like that was a big thing for me. It was like when in college I was trying to hit every pitch as hard as I could and just trying to drive the baseball every pitch. And then last year I kind of felt like I switched to a 32-inch bat, and I just felt more more like shorter, more compact, and like be okay taking that slider down and away and just hitting the ball to right field instead of trying and jimmy this thing out to left.
Yeah.
It allowed me to hit the breaking ball better. Like I think I hit like 7 or 8 homers on breaking balls last year.
Well, like you said, like if you have a smaller bat, it allows you to let the ball travel a bit, and you can be a little bit quicker to the ball as opposed to having a big log in your hands where you have to start it early and make your decision a little bit earlier because you have so much weight behind you.
Yeah, my thing was just try and score every ball up that I swing at pretty much. And before it was more so kind of like swinging and it was not hitting.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
All right, Matteo.
All right, kind of an intro already there. Matteo Porcelatto. What else are we going over here?
Position, what school did you go to, and what's your goals for this year?
Okay, so schools out of high school, I went to Douglas College. 2 years there, had some good years, and then I transferred to Marian University, which is NAIA, and that's in Indianapolis, Indiana. Pretty good. Had 3 years there because of COVID. Also had a torn labrum like Steve, surgery. Yeah, that was a COVID year though, so I didn't miss much.
That's good.
With the competition, yeah.
Maybe that's a sign.
Maybe, yeah. So we're all good now. It feels good. Full recovery. Takes a while though. Like it was painful recovery.
Yeah.
12 months and then some for full strength across the infield. And yeah.
What are your goals for the season? Anything?
Goals for the season? Called up to indie ball. We're on that indie ball climb right now. So Frontier would be nice, American Association, one of those Canadian teams.
I mean, I think if you guys have the same year, if not a little bit better, you're going to get signed. You already have those stats behind you. So, I mean, one successful year in that league and you start off hot and someone's going to be looking, right? So keep doing what you're doing and let's hit some nukes today.
Oh, go down and get it.
So in front of it.
You like the ball down?
I do, but I'm just really early right now.
Yeah. They're just throwing pus for
It's just different timing. I just got to get used to it because you get different front tossers and it's
different.
I mean, it's good though. It's like pitching, right? That's a horrible load or horrible land.
Better there? How do you feel that one?
A little bit better. Still jumpy. That's the swing I want to feel. I stayed back really well.
That ball's in the seats. That one might be.
Like the one thing I was working on was kind of getting like that like Kershaw feeling where you just balance back here a bit more. Like those first ones, like my land was like this. I want to land like.
Yeah, that wasn't sync here.
Yeah.
He talks about like anchored. When you jump, this thing's not anchored.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of ports are like, this thing is like anchored in the ground.
You have to keep it
and
in the ground.
everything is like back here.
You have to keep it in the ground. You got to feel the force into that back foot. One more. Here.
Just move it around. I just kind of want to move the ball around. Oh, no.
Sorry, dude.
Jumpy. You beat me there.
Huh?
Beat me there.
But I beat you?
Yeah, I just need to get that ball a hair more out
But
front.
even so, like, you still hit it so well because your swing's on plane, right?
Yeah.
Like, you're late, but you still hit it 91 in the gap.
Aye. Rushed. Aye.
Nice swing.
Felt like I just pushed my hands more, but somehow it worked.
You what?
Felt like I just pushed my hands more.
Yeah.
May not have been what I did,
Yeah.
but that's what it felt like.
Well, it just...
It's called just barrel out front.
Yeah, your barrel was just a bit late before you. That one you just were like
for
on
once
time. Nice.
Woo! There's a hundo though.
101, baby. Woo! Tough pitch. Way to stay on it though.
Yeah, well, I was really early in the head and trying to hold back, but coming out.
That was that one I was talking about before. I was like pushed back late, and then it's like panic. That's exactly what I just did right there. I felt that one. I'd spoken into existence.
For you guys watching, when you're front tossing someone, give them a second to get their rhythm and timing down, right? It's really tough as a hitter when you got that guy front tossing and he's just rapid firing like Steve talked about earlier. So if you have to, just ask the guy to slow down a bit. Get your rhythm, get your timing, make sure you're comfortable.
Usually go with like eye contact. Like he takes a long time to like feel things.
Yeah.
The second like he picks his head up, I kind of like wait and then kind of go.
Exactly.
No. Losing it now.
Where's your approach?
I just feel like I'm jumping forward.
Yeah.
So it's my barrel's working this way. Like I'm losing. Like our coach at school talked a lot about like maintaining space like throughout the swing.
Yep.
So you have like a PVC pipe. You're maintaining connection with the thing the whole time. And I'm coming to get this thing. The pitch is away. I'm going to get it with my body, and I'm losing.
Try to get that feeling I was talking about where you're kind of getting to a little bit of a balance point. Just try it. Like
early, you're saying?
Yeah, so just like load earlier, but then just try to like hold it a touch at the back, and then just you can slowly come towards the ball.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's going to feel weird, but...
Yeah, that did feel a little bit awkward.
Give it a couple.
Yeah.
Like those are the ones you just rolled over.
Yeah. Because that one I felt I was more behind. I could stay inside of it more.
Back spun it.
2 more.
Hit it hard. What? Nice swing.
Coming.
Oh, slow.
It's just slower than I thought. Yeah. Oh, that's the one there. I feel like my top hand just stays like this instead of like getting through. Yeah. Coming. He's hit.
Gotta get it down. Every day. That small bunch of ball.
Okay, first swing. Sure.
We've had this conversation before. When I'm stepping in the box, I really only think about this back foot, like getting ready. Like this is my box here. I want this spot right here. This is my foot getting ready, and it ain't leaving. Man.
That's why you see the bigger you're just like.
Oh yeah. Soda, whatever, like right to the box, like they're making their mark here, man. And you know that goes a long way to the ground and mound. It's 1v1 at that point, right? You gotta beat them up. So yeah, all I was feeling there was tall back leg on it and trying to not feel it or not lose it as I go out. So I found that end range. If I leak, all right, I gotta stay a little bit shorter. I come back a bit, And I'm just trying to feel my full foot on the ground as I coil. From there, I know I'm like completely rooted in the ground, and I'm just trying to. Yeah, exactly.
All of them were talking about how like literally as the second the pitcher, if they're in the windup or in the stretch, did not matter. The second the pitcher moved, talk to my buddy about this too, the hitter's moving.
Yeah.
Like literally the pitcher's like starts his windup and like you just see these hitters, it's like slow coil. Bang,
Look at Bill Bichette. Look at Bill
baseballs.
Bichette when he's in his 2-strike approach, right?
Yeah.
He's got the toe up and he's just like coil.
Because it,
Oh yeah, Steve.
I just feel way more on time this round, or like more in rhythm anyway.
Are you still thinking about that little staying back a bit, or just
Kind of. I'm thinking more what he said of like that last round I felt with you. I just felt like rushed and like almost like out of control. I felt like jumpy, and that was the main thing. Talk was like this thing's like in the ground, and it's like everything is right back to this is where we work. We can be beat on a fastball, and we'll still hit a ball with right field 2 strikes, and have just really breaking ball. That's a base knock, scoring 2.
yeah?
One of us. Yeah.
Oh my God! Come on! Ouch! Oh my gosh! I'm just trying way too hard to hit it. Hard. I missed it. I know you're beat on that. Yeah. Oh, come on. I got one more bomb in me. Okay, we're gonna get into a little hittrax game, probably just a 1 inning. But sorry for the mics; they were off for a little bit there, but hopefully you can still hear a little bit of the video. So we're gonna go Jackfish against Jackfish. Steven Moretto versus Matteo Porcelatto. Ready?
Capper. Good take. That's what we can't do.
Get foul.
That tension. So the work is out.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's like if you do a
We'll see.
rotational like this.
Yeah. Ooh! That ball's touched. Double. Nice.
Score one.
That's going to score him. Yep. Line out.
Line out. Better be. Double.
Dubsky.
right.
Hey, is bunting allowed?
Downhill from here. Move him over here, right side.
Psych.
Oh, Diddy! See ya.
Gone.
Oh! Double.
Dunzo. Line out.
Don't you dare.
Double.
Winner, pivot! Let's go! All right, great hitting, boys. That was a fun session. Any advice for the younger generation of baseball players?
We talked about it a few times during the session. Ask questions. Be willing to put the work in. Get in the weight room, mostly. You know.
Big time.
Yeah, big thing for me. Like just my performance. A little bit of a late bloomer. Weight room was big. Yeah, still not where I want to be, but I mean that's where I felt the biggest increase or jump in my game in college. Right, just team lifts every day. individual lifts as well. I just stayed on it, wanted to outwork other guys, and it worked out in the long run.
Good example of that is Mookie Betts. I listened to his podcast. If you haven't heard of it, it's called On Base with Mookie Betts. He talked about he went to Driveline actually, and they said he needs to put on weight. I mean, he's a freak athlete. See, Brian, freak athlete. Obviously a specimen of a guy. But the biggest thing for him was putting on weight and just putting on mass and having a little bit more mass behind that swing. And I mean, his numbers shot up this year. He had a great year. So that's a big thing, is getting in the weight room, 100%.
Biggest thing for me, I think, is just like having self-awareness. Just like understanding like when you're not going good, what are like common themes that come out? Like you're not able to be consistently on time. You're jumpy. You're not on the fastball every pitch. Like everybody has a thing, one particular thing or two particular things that makes them unsuccessful, and learning what those things are. So then that way in your work you can plan for that and be like for me, for example, I jump. I want to go forward. Like you saw in those swings off the machine where I was like, balls are like on the black away and I'm hitting like a 84-mile rollover to shorts because I'm jumping forward. So for me personally, my work comes from like staying back, stay behind it, stay inside the baseball. So just learning like the type of what things you do well, obviously work on them, but things you don't do well, like that's what you have to nail down in your like routine. Like we talked before, like younger guys, like college, high school guys, I was the same way. I didn't have a routine.
Yeah.
And I found like having a routine and learning like what I didn't do well and going after things I didn't do well, working on those constantly. Yeah. I found like bigger improvements.
He always talked about like you want to work on your weaknesses 70% of the time and work on your strengths 30% of the time, just to maintain obviously your strengths. But like pitchers can see what your weaknesses are, right?
Yeah.
Like as a former pitcher, I mean, I'm looking for a hole in your swing to expose you. So yeah, it's a great point. Just keep working on those weaknesses.
Yeah, the higher you go to, like catchers and pitchers become smarter. They can literally see off one swing. The way like not even a swing, like for example, like when you were off the flips or you like took a ball like this, it shows you like, okay, you're going to get the ball. So it's like I'm gonna feed you in and you're gonna go soft away, and it's gonna be those are two hard pitches to get to.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Yeah. So that's
that was an awesome video. Thanks, boys. Appreciate you.
Thank you for having us, bro.
Absolutely.
Thank you for